You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I know, right?
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Beep, bop, boop. All right, hogs me. Want to learn this new broom trick? Thought I just did. Did I? I may have. I don't remember. It's not like this takes very long. Well, yeah, one or two, actually. It was 3. I gotta put on a new top hat. Decrease damage taken from goblins.
Oh my.
I like that. That goes good with my outfit. You look like the Mad Hatter. Boop.
It is wonderful to see you back here.
You said you could eat.
Perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you?
Truth. What is she doing?
Oh yeah, she does that.
Penny, stop it. Penny. Penny, please.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
I think we're gonna give her dialogue here. And... give me more money for myself.
I don't know about centaurs.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Oh, if we can afford it.
It's gonna be close.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
I like to be frilled.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I already beat her.
Here's a third.
Far out.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Oh, God.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Yep. I do need to equip it, I think. Or is it auto-equipped? Oh, it's auto-equipped. Boop, boop, boop.
My father always...
Hey, what's up? I didn't have a cold chill. You had a cold chill. Face had a face. Wrecked.
I told you it was way out there. Hey, 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 look at me, please look at me. Didn't you? Hey, Sean. Yeah, like a puppy.
You're just looking away. Look away. Don't make eye contact.
Well, no.
You can't see me. Introduce Penny to Deke. Am I trying to get Deke laid? Hey Penny, check out my Deke.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Oh, you cocky bitch. Yeah, her hair is awesome.
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Got a little plum color to it. Oh, Jesus.
Accio!
Oh, no.
Precisely as planned.
I guess I have to have it on this one. Whatever.
Accio!
Nice technique. Accio! Precisely as planned.
I was hoping to pull it harder and knock hers out.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Nice technique. Well, you are good. I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I practice as much as I can.
Practice, eh? I suppose I could try that. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Is it Jesus?
Yes. No.
Oh, snap. Speak to a Hufflepuff in the astronomy wing. Okay.
Informative.
Yes, generic, but interesting. Kerblam! What's that spell?
I'm ready to take on all challenges.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Evangeline Bardsley.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
I can help you. That's the room where I saw a couple of bells laying around. And yeah.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
He takes hourly naps?
Well, you know.
Good lord, it's such a hard job.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower, just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
It was really weird. She was
I
kind of
imagine the
snarky until I
bells
said
are
I'd
just
help, and then she
inside
was
in
like,
the bell
"Oh,
tower."
thank you. Like, are y'all?
No.
Crossed ones champion, eh?
It takes all kinds.
Yeah.
Crucio then.
Fair point.
Wish our common room was bigger.
Crucio and Ignatius. That's not the other one. Imperio is one? Yeah, Imperio. And then Abracadabra.
The bells must be upstairs. Revelio! Aloha Mora.
You're outside.
Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. In Guardian Leviosa, perhaps. One up, one to go.
dropped it all the way down.
Did you?
Revelio.
I bet that was fun, huh? It's out here.
Revelio.
Steel blue corkscrew.
Bookcases.
How do you know if it's your last one?
I thought I saw this. Oh.
Dude, I do like it. Very nice. You match. You match my outfit. He's right. Cappy's not teal.
I mean, we're both wearing blue, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Revelio.
Oh. Found it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You doubted me from day one.
Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
Sounds weird. Crucio. That immediate, like, you bastard.
Aloha Mora.
No, I gotta.
Oh, Lord.
Bebop boo. Nailed it.
Confringo.
Oh, let's see if I remember how to do this. 2 plus 2 is 4, so 6. That's lizard. And 7, that's 4. Hydra. Nailed it.
Revelio.
That hidden bastard. Got him.
They say herbology is the study of
They say herbology is dumb.
Revelio.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog.
Man, he told him.
Yeah.
A 142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
All done.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Eruption horn. It goes toot toot. Doesn't do that at all, guys. Natty outside Hogsmeade. Speak with Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. Let's go talk to Natty. We haven't talked to Natty Light in a while. I did the sound effects for the game.
These rocks have seen better days.
Yeah. I thought so. They didn't pay much, though.
I like the baby.
Just let me bang on pots with, like, wooden spoons and stuff. They're like, perfect, thanks, bye. Here's a Snickers, get out.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Maybe.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
That makes sense.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
What if we just find Harlow and throw a bunch of these chomping cabbages at him? And he'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, they hungies! We just run off.
Nothing warms a body like incendio.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Is it because he's actually stupid?
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
By the time I got
Otto
there...
Dibble works at Gladrax. I should check there.
But please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
I like the way he's bending
was I?
over.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Thank you for doing that. I was impressed.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Old, yeah. Ooh, I stepped in a puddle. I like telling Cappy that.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Historically speaking, there's never been a point like
Not much of the dark arts at all.
Godric Gryffindor was the great... That's my dream.
Only a hairy-hearted...
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
They took my natty light.
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Matthew must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I don't want to work with goblins.
Hey, using that girl as bait? No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Revelio.
He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Expulso!
Expelliarmus.
Take us!
Defendo.
Oh, what's the light?
TRD!
Bombardo. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
No! You're no match for me. You've made a great mistake.
Damn you!
Defendo.
Productive, aren't we?
Confringo. Bombardo. Expulso. Expelliarmus.
Stop that right now.
Death
From above!
Confringo.
Protego!
I'm just ruling out.
Expelliarmus.
Expulso! Now you've gone too far.
Incendio.
Hardly felt it. What are your thoughts on electricity? Expulso! You might want to look up. Expulso!
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Okay. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over and am certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. Ugh. Yeah. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Armillary sphere. That's cool.
Revelio.
You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as Krupp would be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Love poems. Ew. Love is gross.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio.
Something went pring.
Hello, Hamora.
Isco Rabes.
Revelio.
Maybe it was just the chest.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
That wasn't so bad.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
You want your wand back? I know you don't need it to cast magic, but it probably doesn't hurt either.
Revelio.
Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
Revelio.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why the game was like, don't be seen. I did the same thing. I was like, there's gonna be a fight. And I'm like,
yep. I half expected them to just repopulate it with more Ashwinders.
Revelio.
Yeah. That one has a wiggle room. Wiggle?
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
I'm down with that. In my eyes.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Can't do that one. Headmistress? Oh, in the map chamber. Okay. Meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. I did get new gear, didn't I? I don't know if most of this is good. Yeah, that one had 69 defense. Can you imagine if I accidentally clicked on the map room and it just immediately started doing the story mission? I'd be like, no.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage.
Hey.
Wish me luck.
Glad that worked out. Hat is an upgrade. Yeah, 21 defense. Holy crap. Jeet yet? Oh, they're rushing over there. Like food time. Comes this dude just like Your fellas. Your fellas. The deer call is like, bro, you're standing where I want to be.
Yeah.
You're having fun. They sound like chickens. Yes. Makes perfect sense. One moon calf. Two moon calf. One froggy. Brushy to everybody. Sports. Oh! He's had the zoomies. Adorable. Yeah, little burpees. Okay, so Forbidden Forest.
Revelio.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Okay. Stop, Harlow. You're being mean. You're a big poo-poo head. You're right.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise,
Perfect.
I suppose.
Yeah, they're not gonna like it.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Tight. Alright. I am going to go ahead and stop here for tonight, everybody.